increases related to climate change are the consequences of human practices, including the use of greenhouse gases. When the atmosphere changes and the heat increases, it can cause a number of problems and start to destroy the world we live in. Since the Industrial Revolution, human sources of carbon dioxide emissions have been growing. Human activities such as the burning of oil, coal, and gas, as well as deforestation, are the primary cause of the increased carbon dioxide concentrations in the atmosphere. On average, the Canadian carbon footprint is about 4 times the global average. A carbon footprint is defined as the total amount of greenhouse gases produced to directly and indirectly support human activities, usually expressed in equivalent of tons of carbon.
Gases that trap heat in the atmosphere are called greenhouse gases. What causes the rise in greenhouse gas emissions are humans. The activities that we partake in influence the amount of greenhouse gases within the atmosphere for the influence of humans. Electricity and heat generation is the economic sector that produces the largest amount of man-made carbon dioxide emissions. Burning these fuels releases energy which is most commonly turned into heat, electricity, or power for transportation. Some examples where they are used are in power plants, cars, planes, and industrial facilities. In 2011, fossil fuels created 33.2 billion tons of carbon dioxide emissions worldwide.
The increase in carbon emissions greatly affect us as well as the environment. Carbon emissions largely contribute to climate change by rising global temperatures by trapping solar energy in the atmospheres. This further alters water supplies and weather patterns, changing the growing season of crop yields and increasing sea levels. Increasing in the Earth's temperature does not only mean on land, but also increases the temperature of our oceans, which poses a severe threat to marine life as well as ourselves. Increase in ocean temperature can cause the coral reefs to bleach, which causes stress-induced damage to them. Coral reefs are key aspects to our environment. They serve as carbon sinks, which removes the carbon emissions from the air. If we no longer have these, the carbon emissions will sit in the atmosphere, continuing to thin the ozone layer. There are 10 ways we can take responsibility of our personal carbon footprint and reduce carbon emissions within the atmosphere.
The first way we can reduce our carbon footprint is by reducing, reusing, and recycling. Buying products with minimal packaging will help to reduce waste. By recycling half of your household waste, you can save 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide annually. Secondly, drive less and drive smart. Less driving means fewer emissions. Besides saving gasoline, walking and biking are great forms of exercise. Thirdly, buy energy-efficient products. Home appliances now come in a range of energy-efficient models, and compact fluorescent bulbs are designed to provide more natural-looking light while using far less energy than standard light bulbs. As individuals, we can also use less heat and air conditioning, replace our light bulbs, and as well use less hot water overall. For our seventh option, you could use the off switch. Save electricity and reduce global warming by turning off lights when you leave a room and using only as much light as you need. Another option is by planting a tree. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. A single tree will absorb approximately 1 ton of carbon dioxide during its lifetime. You can also get a report card from your utility company. Many utility companies provide free home energy audits to help consumers identify areas in their homes that may not be energy efficient. In addition, many utility companies offer rebate programs to help pay for the cost of energy efficient upgrades. Lastly, you can encourage others to conserve. Share information about recycling and energy conservation with your friends, neighbors, and coworkers, and take opportunities to encourage public officials to establish programs and policies that are good for the environment.